Hey, what's up everyone? Wanted to hop on here and make a quick video about the XREXS desktop wall clock. I picked this one up actually to put it either in my garage or in my office because I don't actually have a clock in that room. And I like that this has a big digital display, and it also displays the outside temperature. So when I do decide to go outside, I can actually dress accordingly and be prepared for the weather. But again, let's open up the box. Let's get into it, and let's see how it is. Alright, so once we got everything out of the packaging, we actually have the clock unit itself. We've got a remote control, which is really, really nice in case you want to mount this up nice and high. You're not going to have to reach up to change any of the functions. It comes with an AC power, or DC power adapter, I should say, that plugs right into the wall. It comes with your instruction manual, and this is probably my most pleasant surprise inside the box. If you look here on the back, these are mounted using keyhole slots. And anybody who's mounted anything on a wall using keyholes knows how much of a pain they can be. You're never going to measure them right, and you're always going to have one that doesn't quite go into the slot. But having this nice little paper template in there that I can just basically just put on, well, not paper, it's cardboard. I can just put this on the wall, tape it up where I want it, and then just drill through where basically X marks the spot, and then have two perfectly placed mounting nails or mounting screws. This is probably the best thing that they put inside the box. Turning the clock over here onto the back, we've got all of our controls over here. And what I got here is this nice little kickstand, essentially, if you wanted to use this as a desktop clock. If you want to mount it, obviously you have the keyholes, but there's this little kick out little bit here that allows the clock to stand on its own. You can go through there. And then what I thought was a nice little touch was if you pop this open, I thought this was a battery door. Now, there are two AAA batteries in there, presumably so that if the clock ever becomes unplugged, you don't have to reset everything if you ever lose power. But it has this little compartment so that you can actually store all of your excess cord after you plug the power adapter in. Now, one thing that I normally hate is that when you plug something in, if the outlet's really close and you got a really long cord, you got this big, like, dangly mess of cord. What XREXS did was they designed this little compartment here so you could basically coil up your cord. I'll show you that in a second, and then this will stay hidden and you'll have this nice little short cord to the outlet that you're going to be using if it's close. So for instance, we've got this, I basically got about a foot and a half of cord here, and then behind this door, we pop that open. That's where I can keep the rest of the cord. I've never seen this on any electronic plug-in wall clock or any kind of real plug-in electronics. This is a really, really good design. All right, so this is wild, and I'm not sure how they did this, but they did actually ship the clock pre-programmed. I just plugged it in. I did not set this up. I was looking to see where to set it up, and this is the correct time. This is it is 10:16 in the morning on a Wednesday, and yeah, I don't know, presumably that's probably the battery that they shipped it with, but this has already been pre-programmed. I don't know how they got it right, but it is. Yeah, I had to actually double check my watch to see if this was here. This was a cool, nice little touch. All right, but once we got this one here set up here, we'll move into the remote. The remote, again, is very, very simple, basically. Moving in and out of the timer, really where I see this really shining is if somebody wants to put a timer, if they're going to put this in a gym, or they want to time workout circuits or intervals or things like that. Because really the timer here is really pretty good. So there's this big center button, moves you into the timer, from the clock into the timer. And then you've also got, if you just want to do a count up timer, see how long it takes you to do something. I'm probably going to use this when I do webinar presentations. I'm going to keep this on the other side of my computer screen so that I can actually see how long I'm taking through each section. But basically all it is, it's a single button, and then it's going to start counting minutes or seconds, minutes, and then hours, which is really, really cool. And it's another start to stop that. And then there's the reset button right down here. It's a single reset to reset that timer. This also works as a countdown as well. You'll also see these three buttons down here where you can add, let's say, a minute, 2 minutes there, and then basically same thing, hit the start, and it's going to start counting down from the minute. So again, if you're working out and you want to see, I'll work out for 15 minutes, you'll tell you how many minutes that you have left. So overall, it's a solid quality piece. Not the most aesthetically pleasing, but it is super, super functional. I mean, there's no ambiguity in the display. You're going to see, you're never going to have any problem reading this. I mean, there's a very, very wide viewing angle, as you can see. I can see it just about from the side. And overall, it's a really, really well built clock, and I do recommend it.